Group raises alarm over Elrufai's plot to join President Bola Tinubu'S cabinet through back door. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we post hot juicy news updates. Please click on the notification bell. The Civil Rights Movement in Nigeria, CRMN, has accused Malam Nasser Rufai of a plot to join President Bola Tinubu'S cabinet through the back door. Describing former governor as an evil genius, the group said he is out to continue the persecution of Christians in the country. Speaking at a press conference in Abuja, convener Okwa Daniel said Elrufai is using a supposed academic pursuit as a smokescreen to further his evil agenda against Nigeria. Daniel recalled how the former minister triggered the national menace of banditry when, upon assumption of office as Kaduna State governor, decided to pay millions of naira to killers who massacred several southern Kaduna communities instead of asking the law enforcement agencies to go after them. He added, and I quote, Nigeria should ask him to explain how there is a decline in the activities of bandits after he left office. While he was making a show of being against the bandits, the curtailment of the security and the military teams that were deployed by the federal government to arrest the situation is known in the relevant quarters. He should explain to Nigerians how he warned the security and military commanders not to kill people of his ethnic stock even when they are caught committing terrorist acts or kidnapping people for ransom. He should explain the almost zero prosecution rate of those who are arrested and how arrested suspects get back into the wild to carry out more attacks and abductions. Elrufai is equally responsible for promoting a toxic concept of ethnic superiority and vengeance-seeking murderous rage when he wrote on June 15, 2012, on the then Twitter, now X app, that we will write this for all to read. Anyone, soldier or not, that kills the Fulani takes a loan repayable one day, no matter how long it takes. The fallout of that incitement is a murderous campaign being waged by the few misled people who have been killing Christians and other ethnic groups based on Elrufai's prompting. There is no record that he walked back this incendiary comment, but rather he has further stoked and fanned the fires of ethno-sectarian intolerance among and against Nigerians. In retrospect, it is now understandable that the orgy of demolition that Elrufai carried out as a minister of the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) was more of him exerting vengeance against the rest of Nigeria for his ethnic group on the one hand, while on the other hand he was able to ensure the suppression of Christians and non-Fulani ethnic groups by causing setback for them so that his ethnic group can catch up with them in the ownership of real estates in the nation's capital. The records of how he reallocated demolished plots to his family and ethnic stock are there for all to see. Not to be forgotten is the ignoble attempt of Elrufai made to hijack Nigeria from the rest of us in the days before the primaries for the 2023 general elections. Knowing that the presidency was coming to the south based on the nation-saving convention in place, he did everything possible to hijack the All Progressive Congress (APC) in the hope of making himself the vice president of Nigeria to any of the weak person he was projecting for president, which would have made him the de facto president and ultimate dictator. Gentlemen of the press, Elrufai only morphed into the Tinubu campaign after his aforementioned plot failed. His participation in the Tinubu camp was not without him exhibiting his incurable extremism and overbearing disposition as he was parading himself as the arrowhead of the then incoming government. In pursuit of his Nigeria domination agenda, he proposed a super ministry for himself by way of the Ministry of Works and Energy, for which he has mobilized a destructive squad that he passes off as a team of technocrats. The lie he has used to deceive Nigerians in the past. This is an addition to positioning himself as the equivalent of a prime minister, considering the amount of power he wanted to wield. We therefore appeal to Mr. President to direct the relevant security agencies with international reach to expand and escalate the surveillance of Elrufai with extra attention to the organization and individuals he is networking with. He further recommends that he should be immediately repatriated to Nigeria to answer for his crimes against the land and its people. Now, first of all, they say Elrufai is trying to come in through the back door. Who will allow Elrufai come in? If not, the person will be say get house. You just that they say, oh, Elrufai is trying to go into Tinubu'S camp or go to Tinubu'S house. Who will allow him if not Tinubu people or Tinubu himself? I don't understand whether you understand what is going on. He's trying to. Who will permit him? Who's going to permit him? Okay. Is it because of selfish reasons you are blackmailing Elrufai? If you are on affirmative, then Muslims will soon show you that the majority as far as democracy is concerned. Okay. This body bag governor is just like a corrosive acid. Very dangerous living being. Well, no doubt, Elrufai. Make I no talk. Sincerely, I don't want to talk too much. But Elrufai, I don't really. He's not really. I don't know the kind of person he is, but I don't think his intentions are actually clear. Sincerely, if you ask me, make people will be said just come aside from the so-called governorship or whatever. Make everybody rest. Do you understand? Make them use other people, because to me it will still seem like, oh, the same people. This man is evil. Almighty God do not forgive him and his entire family. Well, no talk like that though. Man no be God. We are the human rights activists. They should gather enough evidence for the ICC to take action, as technicalities will truncate justice. If Muslims in Nigeria are evils like you, Nigeria will for long become history. Imagine how you are criticizing and insulting Elrufai for just the Muslim tickets. Really, that is all you can pick. After all, what late Yakowa did to Muslims in Kaduna. Also, do not forget the terror enlisted to Muslims in Zango Kataf during Babangida's regime, in which hundreds of Muslims were slaughtered and some were even burnt alive. But Zamani Lokot is now free, living his life without any critics for your biased media. Okay. Are we going to come out and start saying this one, then what's it called? This one kill Christian, or this particular group of people kill Muslim? Is that what we are going to come out and start doing? What are you saying? Remember Zaria massacre? That's over 1,000 unarmed citizens of Nigeria were massacred. You are saying hundreds were killed, but over 1,000 people were massacred by the government that is supposed to protect their life and properties. No one is saying Muslims are evil, but among Muslims, like any other religion, they are evil people. This is actually a very strong word. They tell you, just like every other religion, they are evil people. Alright, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.